Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In the last video I have given you introduction and the difference between four different types of tenses. Today we are going to start one of the basic tense of the English grammar, which is very simple. Number 1 tense is simple indefinite tenses, or we can say simple tenses. We have three indefinite tenses: present indefinite tenses, past indefinite tenses, and future indefinite tenses. And each of the tenses have three subtenses: affirmative, negative, and interrogative. Let's have a look on general definition. Definite tense is used to express fact or habitual activities which occurs on daily basis. Let's have a look on definition. It is used to express an action in present time which is habitual or usual action, or we can say an action which is doing on a regular basis on daily events or daily events. So let's have a look on examples. General example we have is I work in factory. Or if we have a look on facts, so the one fact we can say water keeps its level. So it is a fact and we use the fact sentence to represent in indefinite tense. Second fact is the sun sets in the west. So this is also a fact and we use the indefinite tense to show the fact. And what are the identification of indefinite tenses? How can you identify if a sentence is an indefinite sentence or not? So in English you will find the first form of verb. The first form of verb is the main identification of simple present tense, or obviously it does not have any helping verb or in the affirmative form. Or we can say in Urdu we can use करता है, करती है और करते हैं, ठीक है, या होता है, होती है या होते हैं. So let's start with the structure of the present indefinite tense. Present indefinite tense structure. Affirmative or positive sentence is a sentence which is a statement which do not deny anything or which do not contain any question. So the structure of present indefinite affirmative is subject plus first form of verb plus s or es with singular nouns plus object. Singular noun कौन से होते हैं? जो कि सिंगल हो, एक हो, like he, she, और singular noun और pronoun he, she, it और सारा, Ali. Alright. After that, let's have a look on example. For example, I write a letter. But you can see I is a singular noun, but I do not use s with its verb. Verb के साथ s नहीं लगाया because I and you are the two exceptional cases of grammar which differs from the general trend. General trend को follow नहीं करते. I and you have the different trend. So हमने इसके साथ नहीं लगाया, I और you के साथ नहीं लगाएंगे. बाकी जितने भी सिंगुलर नाउन हैं उन सब के वर्ब के साथ क्या लगेगा? s और es. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर मैं यहाँ लिखती she writes a letter, so she writes a letter, सिंगुलर नाउन आया तो writes लगा. अगर मैं लिखूँ they write a letter, so they write नहीं होगा, they writes नहीं होगा because they is a plural pronoun. Now let's move to the negative structure. Negative structure. Subject plus do, does not. What is this? Do, does क्या है यहाँ पे? These are the auxiliary verb or helping verb. Do you know what auxiliary and helping verb means? If you don't know, then go and watch my video on auxiliary and helping verb. I have uploaded earlier. Do and does not we use before the verb. Auxiliary verb are always using before the verb. Verb से पहले use किए जाते हैं because they help the sentence to complete. Do and does not, do not or does not plus verb plus object. So do हम कहाँ use करते हैं? Do we use for the plural noun or pronoun. Plural noun और pronoun के लिए use करते हैं and or for the exceptional cases I and you. Now does we use for any singular noun or pronoun like Sarah, she, he, it, Ali, Nimra, child, kid. For example, I do not write a letter. I is an exceptional case, so we do not use does over here, we use do. I do not write a letter. She does not forget the phone number. So she is a singular pronoun, so we use does and not forget the phone number. The last one is they do not visit zoo. They is a plural pronoun, so we use they do not visit zoo. Interrogative. Let's have a look on interrogative structure. Do, does, subject. अब क्या होगा, when we say interrogative sentence, the auxiliary verb or the helping verb will switch the place with the subject. Subject आ जाएगा पहले आता था, सब्जेक्ट आ जाएगा बाद में, और ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब आ जाएंगे पहले. सो डू डस विल कम एट द प्लेस वेयर वी सपोज द सब्जेक्ट टू बी. तो सब्जेक्ट के बजाय आ गया डस, सब्जेक्ट अली, वर्ब हिट, ऑब्जेक्ट द बॉल. डस अली हिट द बॉल, और वी कैन से डू we go for shopping. Here we follow the same rule as we follow in the previous examples for do and does. The next tense of the indefinite tenses is past indefinite tense. The simple past tense is used to describe an action or event or condition that occurred in the past. It simply define or describe an action which had happened in the past. So for example, I played, मैं खेला था या खेली थी. she played, वो खेलती थी या खेलता था. एंड आइडेंटिफिकेशन फॉर द पास्ट इंडेफिनिट टेंसेज इन उर्दू इज़ करते थे, करता था, किया था, and ending by the auxiliary verb. So auxiliary or helping verb are playing the main and important role for the distinguishment and for the description of the tense. So you have to know what they are and why we use them, or for what tenses we use them. So you have to watch the video on the auxiliary or helping verb first. Affirmative sentences. Affirmative structure: subject plus verb, second form of verb we use here, and plus object. For example, he ate food. Ate is the second form of verb. Eat, ate, eaten. So we use the second form of verb ate here for the affirmative sentences of past indefinite tense. Now the second example is she bought a scooty. So she is we are not considering here if there is a singular noun or plural noun, or singular noun or plural noun, or any subject. We are using just second form of verb and not using any kind of auxiliary verb here or s or es. Negative sentences. Negative structure: subject plus did not. Did is the auxiliary verb or the helping verb we use in the past indefinite tense. So wherever you find did, you can know easily that this tense or this sentence belong to the past indefinite tense. Did not plus verb plus object. So here we change the verb to the first form again. हमने सिर्फ did लगाना है तो हमें फ़ौरन हमारा सेंटेंस पास्ट में चेंज हो जाएगा, और हमें सेकंड फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब लगाने की नीड नहीं है. The example we have for the negative sentences is he did not eat food, or she did not buy a scooty. Also we are not considering here subject, but we are using only did and the first form of verb. In interrogative sentences, we use the subject in the place of auxiliary verb and auxiliary verb in the place of subject. So did will come at the first place and subject will come at the second place, and the first form of verb will be used. Did she buy a scooty? Did she spoil your meeting? Among the three of the indefinite tenses, the last one we have is future indefinite tense. It is used to express an action that has not taken place yet but will take place in the future. So these future indefinite tense we use when we are not planning anything, or we are not have intention. We do not have any intention in the future sentences. We use for the future indefinite tense. हम कब यूज़ करते हैं? When we predict something. Prediction के लिए यूज़ करते हैं, but not for the planning or intentions. For example, winter will come again. We will live in the different city. Let's have a look on affirmative structure. Subject will is mandatory or compulsory for the future tenses. Either they are indefinite or continuous, or either they belong to present perfect or perfect continuous. Will is mandatory for the future tenses. Subject plus will plus verb plus object. Amjad will cook food tonight. So this is a prediction and we use will for the future tense. Negative. Subject plus will not. Verb plus subject. Sarah will not iron her shirt. Interrogative sentences. Will, subject, verb, object, question mark. Will Jasmine cry at her result? This is the end of the indefinite tenses, which are very simple. Let's have a summary of the indefinite tenses we have studied today. Present. We work hard for charity. Present negative. We do not work hard for charity. Present interrogative. Do we work hard for charity work? Past indefinite tenses. We worked hard for charity work. Negative. We did not work hard for charity work. Interrogative. Did we work hard for charity work? Future indefinite tenses. We will work hard for charity work. Negative. We will not work hard for charity work. Interrogative. Will we work hard for charity work? If you enjoy watching my videos, give me thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you will get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.